Welcome to Focus. We're here in Kinshasa, Democratic Republic of the Congo. Despite the impact of COVID, despite the difficulties, the country has a real dynamic drive to face up to its economic and social challenges. Here in the Congo, 60% of the population is under 20 years old. It's one of the youngest countries in the world, and for the past year and a half, primary school education has been free for all, a measure that's allowed 4 million children to return to class. A concrete example is this school, where the number of students has been multiplied by 2. In this class, free education has considerably improved daily life and the optimism of the children. I go to school, I don't pay, I'm not being chased. And what do you want to do for a living? I want to be a magistrate. In recent months, the school has had to deal with a sudden influx of students. Although the situation has been difficult at times, the head of the elementary school is very encouraged by the results.
The children who were about to lose their lives by staying in the streets and getting into mischief, now they're in schools, they learn. And the parents, they don't have to spend money on school anymore. They save a little bit, it's beneficial for the family.
After school, we go to meet the new Prime Minister. Jean-Michel Sama-Lukonde took office 100 days ago. He's betting on the youth to give a new impulse to his country.
We need them. The Democratic Republic of Congo is truly at a special moment in its history, with changes that give a new direction, which allows us to hope to have hope.
The IMF has granted a credit facility of $1.5 billion to the DRC. In return, the authorities have committed themselves to a vast process of reform. The aim is to improve the business climate and guarantee long-term economic growth.
First, it's facilitation in terms of business creation. That's the starting point. Then there's as many parallel instruments next to it. That means the judicial security on which we work, and finally incentives in the areas where we'd like to see investment.
This will require a diversification of the economy, particularly in agriculture. Kala Mpinga is one of the most emblematic Congolese investors. Originally in the mining sector, he's invested considerably in these fields and palm oil factories, a product that benefits, among others, the inhabitants of Kinshasa.
The 20 million inhabitants are mainly fed with imported agricultural products. We have the land, we have the climate, and we have the people. In any case, there is no shortage of manpower.
Of course, there are challenges to be met, finding long-term investors, changing certain legal rules of developing infrastructure. That said, the country has a major asset.
We have what I call the most beautiful, longest and largest highway in the world, the Congo River.
Another developing sector is digital technology. In this school, as in more than 6,000 across the country, children and teachers use School App, an educational tablet developed by a Congolese startup.
We have questions, exercises, and during lockdown, we were using it because we were at home.
We can do video conferencing in contact with all the children. The teacher is either at school or at home. It's allowed us not to fall behind with the school program, and it was great.
The creator of School App has won several international awards for his innovation and has even sold the concept to the Seychelles, a small revolution also for the quality of education in Congo.
Equipping a public school with a single School App tablet is like equipping that school with a school library. And it should be stressed this solution can run in an area where there's no internet or electricity, so no area is excluded.
So the strategy is to bet on Congolese champions, but also to make the country more attractive to foreign investors.
Don't forget that the Democratic Republic of Congo is a large country in the center of Africa, with not only an important internal market, because we are talking about nearly 100 million inhabitants, but also there are 9 neighboring countries, and so it's a real link between Southern Africa, North Africa, and West Africa.
The Congo has a growth forecast of nearly 5% for 2021, and all those we met spoke of their determination to surf on this new dynamic wave.
We can tell the world today that in Congo we have young people who are working hard to give a favourable image to the country. So we want to work to continue to transform our country. I believe in the Congo. I believe in its potential, and we came to work and fight for it.
When you look at the different indicators, all the arrows are going up. Every day we make important decisions that are going in the right direction. For me, this is very motivating, and I would really like us to stay in this upward direction that will finally allow the country to take off from an economic point of view and to improve the social situation of all Congolese.